folks. Well, I was thinking about these bees. It was reported that lots and lots and lots of bees have been dying. One of the suggested causes is BT, not the sort on the telephone, not that sort for those in the UK, but it's a sort of pesticide what is genetically engineered into them plants. I don't know about these people what is genetically engineering stuff, but perhaps a little bit detached from reality. Bees, or insects, are the same as pests, what are also insects. So if an insecticide is going to kill insects, bees, what are insects, are going to be killed, aren't they? It's pesticide. For all those people don't really kind of get it, bees are very, very important pollinating all the crops. If you eat any fruit, most of that fruit has been pollinated by insects, isn't it? And a lot of them is going to be your bees, isn't it? So you might say, well, even if you don't eat fruit, it don't matter. Well, it does, because a lot of your vegetables have to be planted each year from seed. A lot of them vegetable seeds come about because little insects, such as bees, go along and pollinate them. Well, if they can't do that, what's going to happen to all them crops? And so it makes you wonder about the level of intelligence of the people who is promoting genetically engineered crops, doesn't it? They're going to kill off the bees as well. That's smart, isn't it? Not. And then if you think there's some people that come up with the idea there's conspiracy going on here, you might think they're right, because the elite, people with loads of the old wonga, loads of the old dosh, right? They've built up in Norway this special hole in the ground, loads of the seeds for the crops, haven't they? Why would they do that? They know something we don't, eh? They'd be thinking there's some bit of meddling going on, what's going to devastate the crops, yeah? And at the moment, worldwide, we've got food shortages. Because it wouldn't be connected, would it, to the fact that bees are pegging it like they're going out of fashion, and we're increasing the use of genetically engineered crops. I mean, that wouldn't have anything to do with it, would it? No. I expect they'd say it's global warming, even though it's been getting colder since 1998, and it's still going to get cold or stay cold for the next decade. But no, sorry, I can't say that because that's heretical, isn't it? You're not supposed to talk about that, are you? Poor old David Bellamy, they've had to go at him because he questioned it. He's a smart fellow, isn't he? They don't like that. You can't not allowed to ask questions. No. There's all them poor Indian farmers what have been suckered in spending loads of money on these genetically engineered crops, what haven't delivered the goods for them, and because they're in massive debt, the only way they can sort of kind of deal with it is to top themselves. Thousands of them in such deep mire, and the people that made them the loans, the people with the money, sitting there still. The people selling the seeds, they're sitting there still. The people that are selling all the pesticides, they're alright. Just these poor farmers. And they blame the farmers. Hold on. We're selling this stuff to the farmers. If you're selling something to somebody, if it isn't suitable, you're supposed to tell them, aren't you? That's all you're interested in, is that, isn't it? So, another bit of genetic engineering thingy. So it makes you wonder about the people, and then of course we got a certain company genetically engineering potatoes to be blight resistant. You say, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and you think, well, hold on a minute. There are already old varieties of potatoes, there's loads of varieties of potatoes, some of which are blight resistant. Okay? So we've got what we need. We just need to grow more of the ones that are blight resistant. There's loads of old varieties. If you look at all the different varieties of corn and different varieties of this, that and the other, you'll find that there's all sorts of varieties all over the world what have been cultivated by farmers in their particular region so that they can grow a particular crop in that particular region, and they've got the crops what is suited to the climate and the soil types, yeah? They don't really need all this genetically engineering. The people that need the genetically engineered stuff are the people that are after this. They lock you into it. Oh, you can't collect the seeds and plant them again next year, sir. No, you've got to come back to us and pay us even more money. And then, of course, you'll need our special chemicals and stuff. Oh, even more money. That's what it's about, bottom line. Don't worry about killing off the bees and having people starving. If you look at the Georgia Guidestones, one of the first thing it says is you've got to keep the population below 500 million. Well, excuse me, folks, it's over 6 billion people. They're suggesting we'll have to shuffle off. But if they kill off all the bees, or a good portion of them, because of these dodgy crops, then what's going to happen? There'll be a food shortage. Oh look, there's some people, billions of people dying. And then don't get me started on Codex Alimentarius. Another bit of a add to the puzzle. So I think we've all got to say to these people that are developing all this genetically modified stuff, obviously the people at the top are just after the old money stuff, aren't they? The people lower down ought to use a little bit more of this before they go developing this stuff, don't they? I mean, are they scientists or half-wits? But I don't like to be derogatory, but I mean, excuse me, coming back to what I started with, if these pesticides are genetically engineered into the plants, kill off insects, bees are insects, it's going to kill off the bees as well, isn't it? You only got to look at what happened to the monarch butterflies. Millions and millions of monarch butterflies fly up through the corn belt on their migration route in America, right? And of course the corn belt, loads of BT pesticide in corn, innit? And so the poor little old monarch butterflies are decimated, aren't they? They don't feed off the corn. Their food source is a milkweed, isn't it? I think I might be wrong there, but anyway, of course. But the pollen drifts off all the corn, doesn't it? And it gets all over the place, and then these poor little monarch butterflies, they're having a hard time and all because somebody is looking for the bottom line. What they're after, don't care about the environment. And what are we worried about? Oh yeah, we've got to stop carbon dioxide. What do plants need to grow? Carbon dioxide. And what are we trying to do? Lock it up, reduce our emissions. Excuse me? Hello? It's another way of starving people, I suppose, if you wanted to get rid of 6 billion people. Stop reduce the amount of carbon in the atmosphere. That'll starve the plants, won't it? Starve the plants, you'll get crop failure, and then you'll get people dying. Nice really, isn't it? Still, as long as the people are making notes of this, it matter. I think it does. Anyway, here we are, I've had my little rant. That makes sense. They're a long one. Cheers for now.